ebusuafo mechiachia obi biara eba Unity GATV eso na ene yebedi nkomo kese pa yebedi nkomo afa oman Ghana enimu nsensem nyina eho encheye ena 2016 na Kufuado enwini abano oba bonten se wahye Nyankopon bonti oba no abesi National Cathedral ede amaye nti 2017 eba no ena omo start se omo besi National Cathedral ama oman Ghana enam so ema ne ko Israel ema omo ko to ebuo so omo ko fa ebuo omo ko toy ebuo no edi free Israel by how they show screen so ema mo betu foundation omo de ebuo ni na ye den egu ho na mo pa abadwoku ahodo asofo ahodo oman se mire fi na mebbo bidia na ARCHBISHOP DUNCAN ka ho AsemAba ka ho oye former Pentecost apostle onyina ene asofo ne doso na ehun nsem ne ba na ne abewie se the state of National Cathedral no areho National Cathedral no sisi adane foundation no ene da ho no areho ye pa entumi nkoso na asofo na omomu bi no resign na hwan na adu no so ARCHBISHOP DUNCAN any Eastwood anaba ene abetudwa se omo so resign omo de omo krata agufom se omo ntumi ento aso biem omo resign every board no so na we na Ghana for astarte kakai ARCHBISHOP emra omuko US anase obegina na asori dem ka se akrisofo a omukasetia National Cathedral ni na no oblast wo mu no sa video na babonten ene KELVIN Taylor abeki kanadwene de akire ARCHBISHOP wabecheche semu me pese yekọ na yekọ he video na ARCHBISHOP tama omujitu mu se ombesi National Cathedral no video obeyeye e de plastic ga na fo a Christopher mo cassette ya no yenko ne yenko he video no ye hwemre sisi a.
Somebody was asking me the other day, why are you so passionate about this National Cathedral? And I look at them, and it was a believer asking me. And I said to them, I've been here for a while. Never have I seen any president, save or unsaved, who came into office and said, I want to build a National Cathedral to the name of the Lord. And hear me. At least it is one thing he cannot will it to his kids or his immediate family. At least there's something somebody is determined to do for the benefit of the name of the Lord and for the benefit of others and humanity, and not for himself. And you know the people fighting it? Not other religions, but it's us Christians. It's us Christians fighting it. And some of you are fighting it because it's not your party and your president that is building it, so you must oppose it. And some of you love your political parties and more loyal to your political parties than you are to the Bible and the cause of Christ. That is where we are. The Muslims have built a national mosque and nobody has complained about it. But a National Cathedral where there will be first of its kind Bible museums with the different characters in the Bible being showcased, where children, family, people will travel from far and near to pay and come and look. And it shall stand for God and country as a memorial. Will oppose it. Who is giving to it? Who is financing it? Where is the money coming from? As if somebody have asked you for your money. And will oppose it. Even when we don't understand it, We won't ask the question. We criticize it. We fight everything. At this convention, there is a singer coming. I've heard of him. I've never seen him before. And a Muslim friend of mine said to one of my daughters in the church, ask Papa if he's interested to have this singer. So I Googled him. The guy is good. And I said, how much will he charge? And they mentioned some serious figures in dollars. And I said, I haven't budgeted for that. So I don't know if I can do it. And this guy told the sister in my church, who is one of my spiritual advisors, he said, tell Papa not to worry about the money. If he wants the guy, I'll pay for it. And this is not a Christian. And Christians are sitting down, and all we do is criticize, be critical of Bible. There are Christians who don't care about the cause of Christ. There are Christians, if they go to a secret meeting and they hear that there is a plan against my life, they will keep quiet and not tell me, because they don't want to lose their job. And they will watch me fall into a trap, because they love their position, they love their names, they love their image than they love the cause of Christ.
They love their image than they love the cause of Christ. Duncan, wano eyuka. You love your image more than you love the cause of Christ. Today, Duncan Williams says the cathedral is a criminal enterprise. He has resigned. We will come to that. We will break it down. Yabema Ghana for ehu no kreno. Yabema Ghana for e Christo for ehu. Nipa omudi enima omodada Ghana. Omodada Ghana Christo for omodi abedum pempensuwe. Omodi Bible. Omodi ehunehuna. Omodi enkoma emfiri Onyankopon ho. Omodi politicians echi. Ena oma sei kuro na bedru hande. Ade a mo se Onyankopon ne honhom eyi kire mo se ehote. Eye kronkron na yesi ahye ni monyam no ende mojamonan egu Nyankopon na so ka kire ne se cathedral na airtime akromfo ene hyaase enchirechiremu no enhyada entasum. What are you people trying to prove? You are ridiculing God. You people adore yourselves than to love God, your creator. We will get there. Ya to say eye National Cathedral for a release statement to say eye Duncan Williams ene Eastwood Anaba omo ya akromfo. Hey, asamne de ehu to our God. This is to our God. And a National Cathedral for no a release statement. Almost said Duncan Williams, Archbishop. On a Honorable Eastwood Anaba, very, very honorable gentleman or your pastor. I respect him and revere him a lot. And the National Cathedral for say National Cathedral Secretariat labeled Duncan Williams and Eastwood Anaba no audit claims as false. National Cathedral for omo down on almost say Eastwood Anaba any Duncan Williams omo ya kromfo atrofo kontompofo dabrabafo yet kroma wu and ankofo we champion what we call National Cathedral. And almost a chrono koso audit bi o matwen ya busumi be nwotwini audit ne baada into matwen mo no National Cathedral so omo boa audit ne ye ne ye send omo email ye meeting kra na ka kire omo Ubusa National Cathedral say audit ne won here omo ntumi fa nkyerɛ and some so ye meeting na sankofo mienu we amba meeting no into the email send omo say ye be audit no ye the 8 months so say 9 months na ye audit. Duncan Williams letter on it alongside Lord Kenya eye Eastwood Anaba Etrakoma eye Aziza Ekufuado no omo ka letter ni mu say eye January and omo catch president and National Cathedral for say they want an audit from January till now. How many months? Almost 11 months. Inti audit ben kwani ye no almost a year. Na National Cathedral for response to eye Eastwood Anaba and Duncan Williams and say Duncan Williams and Eastwood Anaba omo ya trofo omo ya konsafo dabraba akromfo adada fo mo kan kore. Hey. Ya National Cathedral for ya o. It is because of God. Ya catch them. Now there's something. So we study National Cathedral no the basis original so a building National Cathedral no cry a chrono basis. And I blame these pastors, majority of them, they want the word to be about them. The word should be about God. The gospel should be about Allah. It should be about God. The gospel should not be about you people. Into this thing you are seeing, this comedy of National Cathedral and Penny that's so from who it means from the beginning. What does the gospel say about you wanting to build a cathedral? Let's say it. Let's ask ourselves. Because Duncan Williams don't sorry them and our culture Ghana for say because of political parties be affiliation to political party binti amodwin say a cathedral no maso. Duncan Williams was doing a year abroad DC politics in the Church of God. He said it. Or say cathedral na ye bestino yabejisika who asked you for money. And it was a statement he was emphatic about. Or say, who is asking people who are opposing the cathedral for money? Has anybody asked you for money? But the question here is, did they tell us how much the cathedral was going to cost? Because from the beginning, these were the same pastors who were championing the cathedral building. And they told us we needed $100 million to build a cathedral. So if you say you need $100 million to build a cathedral, how did we end up with $500 million? Then it means that you, the men of God who started leading this cathedral project, you are all scammers and liars. You are thieves, especially those who were trying to tell us, we the wise ones, that what you people are championing is a criminal idea. It is basically a cluster of thieves who have come together to dupe the taxpayer. So Duncan Williams sorry them ADD attempt to try and puano. No, Duncan Williams onyanko pon dani ne chairman. If Duncan Williams does not understand, he does not read the word of God. Duncan Williams does not read the word of God, because if Duncan Williams reads the word of God, he will understand that his own gospel, his own word, the word of God explicitly says in the Bible that if you don't know how much a cathedral is going to cost, don't tempt building it. The gospel says it. Nyankopon na yesuma no oya Nyankopon no waka ewa ne nwuma na ekuta Duncan Williams no any other pastors are no moka the championing of this cathedral no. He said it in his word that Sausu Besi Cathedral cry, you need to know how much it cost before. But because Duncan Williams and his friends who do not study the book, all that they know is be affiliated to political parties and be friends to politicians and lead fancy events and wearing Vietnam suits and putting on Cambodian gold chains and what have you and pulling their hairs back, they fail to go by the principles of Allah. They fail to go by the principles of God, by listening and reading the gospel so that it could guide them to make a decision. Now, when you read the gospel, let me read the gospel to you. And the Duncan Williams, MPP for so your true for your conseni, it is because you failed to at least make the word of God. You failed to put the word of God before your selfish gain, and the rest of you pastors who are being embarrassed today. When you read the word of God, Luke 14:28-30, this is what it says, New International Version. 28, it says, and I quote, suppose one of you wants to build a tower or church or cathedral. Won't you first sit down and estimate the cost to see if you have enough money to complete it? Onyankopon say se mumubi epese osima asore dan ana asore dan mamia enye se ana se unhu ni se ebeye se mo betena se asese ehu sika dudu amudi beshem ansana moya madwere krampo se mo besi onyame asore dan. This is the word of God. Okwa 29 says, for if you lay the foundation and not able to finish it, everyone who sees it will ridicule you. 30, saying, this person began to build and wasn't able to finish. This is the word of God. Onyankopon say, mumubi a mopese musi onyame asore dan. Ebeye say, mobe make sure say, munim sika mudi shem, ansana mode eyedian block kura to form se mubesi. Na emom se mo ntumi enya nyansa no enhu sika dodo a mudi besi asore dan na nipa betwetwe mo nipa beda ebesere mo nipa beka se mo ya atrofo ekonkonsafo, they will ridicule you. Amo besere mo se de man egu mo ho. That is what is playing out today in Ghana. The gospel has been left behind, and men are trying to have favor in front of men, and that is what our pastors did. They were trying to get favor in front of a president who does not even attend the church. Whilst their own Bible was telling them, before you champion such a thing, you need to be emphatic and know the amount of money that will go into it. Let's ask Duncan Williams and the rest of the pastors who were sitting on this cathedral nonsense and preaching and going around the world telling we the wise ones that we are foolish because we are not supporting somebody's stupid agenda. The question here is, you the pastors who were following Akufo-Addo and leading him to mislead Christians, did you ask how much it was going to cost to build a cathedral? You never did it. But all that you wanted to do was that for people to be mentioning your names, for people to giving you accolades, for people to make you think you are smarter, intelligent than the God you worship, the God who made you people who you are. Today you are ridiculing him because you think men have made you powerful. Today his word is cursing you people. He said if you fail to do these things, people will ridicule you. They will say you could not finish. They will laugh at you. They will make fun of you. They will say you are not men of God. And that is what is playing out today. Today, the National Cathedral is saying, Duncan Williams, you were a liar. The National Cathedral is saying, it's AsemAba, you were a liar.
And that honor, Kevin Taylor, and the National Cathedral now. What the Bible, I bet church Duncan Williams, in the minimum, so in Bible, most Duncan Williams there. Enti, I said that there's some ancient or quote Luke 14:28 to 30, and what their church and same. National Cathedral say ombesie so emunsie ende Ghana edo Ghana sika pa ye de akwahye fom sika ye de akwahye fom sika Unity G8 for obetumi de comment aba o like it na wa share na wa comment ede amaye obe like it na wa share na wa comment ede amaye nti Unity GH TV Mr. say obe like it na wa share na wa comment ede amaye Joytrue Media Production ena ya aboa for mo boy me the social media sensem no ye de ebremo Joytrue Media se frɛ no 0240370401 National Cathedral sensem no and I'm dimisi makram
Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.